So for this lesson, we're taking a look at scientific notation. Let's take a look at a number written in scientific notation and discuss a few things about it first. Alright, so here we have a number. We would say this as 3.0 times 10 to the fourth. We say it as 3, then point, then 0. We don't say it as a traditional decimal, but we say the whole number, then we say the point, and then we say each number that follows the decimal as an individual number. This number here at the beginning is known as the coefficient, and this here is the power of 10, and it has an exponent with it for the 4. So coefficient, power of 10, 3.0 times 10 to the fourth. Now there's a couple ways to approach working this. I could multiply 10 to the fourth. I could do the whole 10 times 10 times 10 times 10, get 100, 1,000, then 10,000, and take that times our coefficient of 3, and so then I would get 30,000 if I wanted to expand that out. But an easier way of doing that is if you key in on the exponent here, the exponential value they've given us of 4, that tells you how many places you move the decimal following the whole number. So we have a decimal or a exponent of 4, so we're going to move the decimal 4 places. So if I was to rewrite that, let's say I'm going to go 3.0, and I'm going to move the decimal 4 places. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to put the decimal there. Well, as you can see, I don't have enough to fill that, so I have to put in some zeros as placeholders. We end up with 30,000, same as down here. Let's take a look at another one. This would be read as 2.2 times 10 to the third. Again, I could expand it all out, multiply and everything, but that takes a little too long. What I want to do again is key in on the exponent. The exponent is a 3 right here. So I want to move the decimal 3 places. Well, one place puts it after the 2 and the tenths, and that leaves me with 2 more places. So if I want to write my answer, I want to write 22. That puts the decimal here after the 2, and then I want to move it 2 more, so I need to add 2 zeros as placeholders, 2200. If we wanted to do one more, this would be 7.436 times 10 to the 6th. Again, exponent. It's going to tell me to move the decimal 6 places. Well, I've got 1, 2, 3 places that I can move it here, so I'm going to need to add 3 more zeros. $7,436,000. Now, if I wanted to go the other way with this, take numbers as they are written and make them into scientific notation, similar principle, we just basically are doing the reverse. Let's say I have the number 42,300. I have to start with the decimal here at the end of the number, and I want to move it so it's after the first non-zero digit. Well, the first non-zero digit is this 4. So I have to move the decimal once, twice, 3, 4 times to get it here. So if I were to write that, I'd have 4.23 times 10 to the, again, 1, 2, 3, 4th. If I take another example, let's say 317 million. Again, I start with the decimal at the very end. Well, I want to move it 3, 6, 7, 8 places to get it here after the 3. So if I was to rewrite that, I have 3.17 times 10 to the, this is 3, 6, 7, 8, 10 to the 8th. One more example. Let's say 609,000. Again, I need to look to see where my decimal is going to move to. Well, I want to put it here after the first non-zero digit again. So this would be 3 places, 4, 5 places to move it there. So if I was to write this in scientific notation, my coefficient's 6.09 times 10 to the, and again I go back for my exponent, 3, 4, 5 places I move the decimal, 10 to the 5th. So 6.09 times 10 to the 5th. So that's a quick primer on scientific notation and how it works.